Tonight, we start off by taking a look at our involvement in SGA updates. Then, we'll inform you on Auburn's record number of applicants, as well as the College of Veterinary Medicine launching a new undergraduate degree program. We'll also take a look nationally by updating you on former President Jimmy Carter and the CEO of Norfolk Southern speaking about the derailment earlier this month. Finally, you'll get an Auburn sports update and the pet of the week. All of that and more is coming up next on Eagle Eye's Monday News at 6. Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Kelis McGhee.
And I'm Maddie Larkin.
Here is Julian Lozano, the Auburn SGA Vice President, giving us our weekly update on what the Student Senate is working to improve on Auburn's campus. Let's take a look.
My name is Julian Lozano and I serve as the SGA Vice President-elect. This week in the Student Senate, we had orientation number 1. During the orientation, we broke down the different branches of SGA and specifically the legislative branch where the Student Senate lives. I broke down the Senate committees, Academic Affairs, Budget and Finance, Code of Laws, Diversity, Equity and Inclusion, and Student Affairs. At the end of the meeting, the new senators ranked their preferences for which committee they would like to serve in this term. The senators also voted for the new President Pro Tem. This elected position will serve as the chair of the Senate Executive Committee. Next week, the committees will be filled and the senators will be given their assignment for the year.
Searching for some fun campus activities for the upcoming week? Well, look no further. Involvement Ambassador Clay Gibson is here to give you the scoop on all the activities and events you can get involved with on campus.
War Eagle guys, my name is Clay Gibson and I'm here with your involvement update. The first update I have for y'all is that Emerge has a lunch and learn Wednesday the 22nd about sparking conversation. It will be held in the Melton Student Center rooms 2222 and 2223 at noon. Join them for lunch with a meaningful conversation. Next up is that UPC has lots of fun events planned this week. On Tuesday the 21st, they have a Mardi Gras event in the Melton Student Center ballroom at 7 p.m. On Thursday the 23rd, they're partnering with BSU to show Wakanda Forever in Dudley B6 at 7 p.m. And last but not least, Friday night, they're having a comedy show at 7 p.m. in the Melton Student Center ballroom. Stop by for some fun activities with your friends. The Involvement Ambassadors are hosting a workshop on Tuesday the 21st at 2 p.m. Come learn tips on how to handle elections and transitions within your organization. Application season is here. AU Involve has every application listed, but a few that are open right now are Involvement Ambassadors, O-Board, Beat Bama Food Drive staff, Director of OBBY, Impact Exec, and UPC Director and Assistant Director. Check out their social media for more information. My last update for today is to be sure to check out organization days on Haley Concourse every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to stay up to date on ways you can get involved throughout the semester. And just as a reminder, AU Involve has information about everything going on around campus, so I encourage y'all to check that out for more involvement opportunities. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to an involvement ambassador at involve@auburn.edu. Thanks guys, and War Eagle.
When we return from this short break, we'll tell you all about Auburn's record number of applicants. Then, you'll hear about the College of Veterinary Medicine launching a new undergraduate degree program. You're watching Eagle Eye News at 6.
Auburn University has officially had a record number of applicants this year with 48,000 freshman applications for fall 2023. This is a 5% increase from fall 2022. The applications covered the map, including students from every county in Alabama and every state within the U.S. Geoffrey Gaiman, Auburn's Vice President of Enrollment, has said that he is excited to see so many students demonstrating a strong interest in joining the Auburn family, and that Auburn will continue to work hard in building connections and further growing our applicant numbers. For more information on Auburn and the university and on-campus visit opportunities, you can visit auburn.edu/admissions/visit/index.
A new curriculum will be offered by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine beginning in the fall of 2024. The Auburn Board of Trustees recently approved a proposal for Auburn's first undergraduate degree program, leading to a Bachelor of Science in Public and One Health, or PAOH. This program has been in the works since the need was highlighted at the 2017 College of Veterinary Medicine faculty retreat. The goal of PAOH is to provide undergraduate students with the opportunity to be successful in public health positions or graduate programs, along with obtaining a comprehensive public health education. The PAOH degree program will require 120 credit hours across 8 colleges on the Auburn campus. For more information on the program, you can visit the Public and One Health webpage.
Reservations are now available for the Extended Reality or XR space in the Innovation and Research Commons of the Auburn University Libraries. This virtual reality experience is celebrated for what it can do in research and teaching. Faculty has been using the XR space's technology for some time in order to provide their students with an immersive learning environment. It can be used for any number of things, such as educating patients on a new diagnosis or learning about different places using 360-degree video. In order to use this facility, students and faculty can reserve time to learn how to use the equipment for work or just for fun. Any questions can be answered by staff, who will also assist users and keep their experiences fun, educational, and safe. Reservations can be made on the Auburn University Library's website.
The Auburn University Dance Marathon's main event was held in the Melton Student Center all day on Saturday. Auburn University Dance Marathon, or AUDM, is made up of a large team of dedicated students spending each semester raising money for the local children's hospital, Piedmont Columbus Regional. Culminating in the organization's annual fundraising party, the main event, staff, and participants spent their Saturday dancing in a silent disco, raving with Abby, learning line dances, and hearing from miracle families who benefit from the group. With hundreds of participants in attendance, the event ended at 10 p.m. when it was revealed that the group had raised more than $276,000 throughout the entire year.
One of Auburn's own students recently won the Richard J. Stoll Student Essay Competition in Healthcare Management, hosted by the American College of Healthcare Executives. Receiving the top undergraduate honor, Megan Watkins is a senior studying health services administration, as well as being a member of the Honors College here at Auburn University. Her essay, titled "Designing an Effective Organizational Culture to Guard Against the Cyber Risk of Emerging Technologies," the essay will be published in the Journal of Healthcare Management. Then in March, Watkins will receive her award in person at the 2023 Congress on Healthcare Leadership event. Watkins said that she hopes her research can motivate healthcare administrators to adopt an organizational framework that prioritizes the cybersecurity practices critical in protecting the medical technologies patients rely upon for their health and well-being. When we come back, we'll inform you of former President Jimmy Carter and the CEO of Norfolk Southern speaking about the derailment earlier this month. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
National reaction continues following the news that former U.S. President Jimmy Carter has begun receiving hospice care at his home. The former president turned 98 years old last year and is the oldest living president. Isabel Rosales is in Plains, Georgia, with more.
Lord, we'd be amiss this morning if we did not lift President Carter to you. Sunday morning in Plains, Georgia, it was packed for Sunday school at a service at Maranatha Baptist Church. This is where former President Jimmy Carter taught his traditional Sunday school in his hometown for years, until his health forced him to give it up in 2020. On Saturday, the news came that the 98-year-old former president has decided to spend his remaining time at home with his family and to receive hospice care instead of additional medical intervention, according to the Carter Center. In 2015, former President Carter announced he had survived brain and liver cancer. In 2019, he had surgery for a broken hip and received 14 stitches after hitting his head. Then he was treated for a minor pelvic fracture before undergoing surgery to relieve pressure on his brain.
I love you!
In 2022, the Carters were seen out enjoying the 25th annual Peanut Festival Parade in Plains. They were seen riding in a red 1946 Ford convertible while waving at the crowd. Meanwhile, wishes for comfort and peace are pouring in on social media for the former president. Carter's grandson and former Georgia State Senator Jason Carter posted this tweet, saying in part he visited his grandparents and they are at peace.
When I was sick, he sat with me for an hour. Whether you believe in his political persuasions or whatever you think, you know for a fact, being here, that they're genuine people that care.
In Plains, Georgia, I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
The CEO of Norfolk Southern is speaking out after a train carrying hazardous material derailed in Ohio earlier this month. He is promising that the company is determined to stay until the community is made whole, and that he stands by the decision to burn materials that release toxic chemicals into the air. Corey McRae reports.
Lord, we'd be amiss this morning if we did not lift.
It's been more than 2 weeks since the train derailment in East Palestine and 12 days since the controlled burn that released toxic chemicals, including vinyl chloride, into the atmosphere. It's a decision Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw stands behind.
I think we did what we needed to do in order to prevent an uncontrolled explosion in the evening.
Shaw, along with company consultants, the Department of Defense, the National Guard, as well as state and local officials, all signed off on the move. Shaw says the company has hired consultants to do air and water quality tests in conjunction with the EPA. According to him, all air and municipal water tests have come back clean, but that those with private wells should keep drinking bottled water.
Private well testing, we need to continue to monitor and test the wells and wait for those test results to come back.
Now keep in mind that rail line that runs through town here in East Palestine was up and running over a week ago. I asked Alan Shaw, did they test that soil before putting new rail line down? He wouldn't give me a direct answer.
We worked with the Ohio EPA to make sure that it was safe to operate in that area.
So none of the soil underneath the rail lines is contaminated?
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is we worked with the Ohio EPA on safe operations and safety for the community.
But Shaw still wouldn't say whether the soil under the replaced rail line is bad. He only promised to do, quote, whatever is required, close quote, and punted back to the Ohio EPA. Shaw added that the contaminated water is being taken out of state and the contaminated soil will be taken to the appropriate landfill.
Michigan Democratic lawmakers are making good on the promise they made after the deadly shooting at Michigan State University. Friday, several gun reform proposals were introduced in the state Senate. Cody Butler reports.
We need to see change. There's so many of us here just begging for something to change.
Madeline Roberts was one of hundreds of Michigan State students at the Capitol Wednesday asking the legislature to change gun laws.
Kids that have lived through their second mass shooting now, literally hundreds of kids who have been through this before who should not have to be going through this at their university.
Democratic lawmakers are listening. They introduced proposals after that rally requiring people to safely store guns, getting rid of taxes for safety equipment like gun locks, expanding background checks for all gun purchases, not just pistols, pistols, and red flag laws, which allow a judge to temporarily take guns from people who could be dangerous for the community. State Senator Sam Singh is co-sponsoring many of these proposals.
Especially because of Michigan State University, the students, the families that have been impacted, they are reaching out to all of us in the state legislature.
Senator Singh represents East Lansing and graduated from MSU. Since many other states have similar laws, he's hoping for bipartisan support.
And we're just asking people to open their hearts and take a look at these issues one by one with us.
But some Republicans don't think these proposals are the answer. Senate Minority Leader Eric Nesbitt says gun reform doesn't address the real problem.
We need to get beyond talking points and actually get to what are real solutions to solve some of these underlying issues that individuals have in our society.
Issues Roberts wants to see solved right away.
I don't know why there wouldn't be change, but we absolutely need to see it.
When we come back, we'll give you the sports update from last week with Chandler McDougal. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
Welcome back to Eagle Eye News at 6. I am Chandler McDougal, here with your quick fix of Auburn sports. And here's the baseball and softball update following big performances on the diamond this weekend. Friday was opening day in Plainsman Park. Number 17 Auburn baseball kicked off the weekend Friday night with an 8-4 win over Indiana. Then on Saturday afternoon, with Joseph Gonzalez leading the way on the mound, the Tigers clinched the series with a 6-1 win. The Tigers did not sweep the series, however. They fell to the Hoosiers 11-2 yesterday. After his first weekend in an Auburn uniform, Ike Irish was named SEC Freshman of the Week. Number 21 Auburn softball hosted the Tiger Invitational and swept all 5 games. In Friday's doubleheader, the girls took down Austin Peay 11-1, then Villanova 8-0 right after. The Tigers picked up a pair of wins on Saturday with another win over the Wildcats 9-3, and then Dayton right after 10-2. Rounding out the perfect weekend was a 5-1 comeback over Austin Peay. All 5 runs came from a big third inning sparked by a game-tying home run from Isis Tresvik. That is all we have for you tonight, and make sure to stay up to date with all things Auburn sports by visiting our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and by following our Twitter at EETV_sports. I am Chandler McDougal, and we will be right back.
A courageous pup takes on a 12-foot hammerhead shark, plus discoveries from 17th century treasure chests found at the bottom of the sea. That's coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
There's no need to jump the shark here.
How big is that?
Up to 12 feet.
That's because this daredevil dog in Exuma, Bahamas literally did. Passengers on a boat tour caught the moment this brave or foolish potcake jumped directly onto a 12-foot hammerhead shark.
He's fighting the shark!
The feisty pup lives on a private island, according to the owners of Exuma Water Sports. So maybe he was just defending his home or was looking for a friendly fish to play with.
That's crazy.
Either way, the dog escaped the incident unharmed.
Oh my God.
And hopefully the shark did too.
He ain't worried about that dog. He's going after the stingrays.
Speaking of things under the sea, in 1660, a Dutch merchant ship sank off the coast of Texel, the largest island in the North Sea. And now, nearly 4 centuries later, luxury goods left behind from the wooden ship are on display in the Netherlands, thanks to the divers who brought the treasure trove to the surface. Some of the most striking items found: 2 virtually intact lavish silk gowns, one with a woven floral pattern, the other a stunning wedding dress with individual pieces of silver woven into the dress to give it a sparkling effect. Researchers and conservators calling the discovery one of the most unique historical finds ever. For Take a Look at This, I'm Cole Higgins.
Major movie awards were handed out this weekend on both sides of the Atlantic. David Daniel has the highlights in today's Hollywood Minute.
All Quiet on the Western Front made a lot of noise at the BAFTA Film Awards, England's biggest night in film. The German World War II drama led the way Sunday with 7 awards, including Best Film and Best Director, as well as Adapted Screenplay and Original Score.
Colin, Sonny, Larry, and Jude. He used to be the best of friends.
We're still the best of friends.
No, you're not.
The Banshees of Inisherin picked up 4 BAFTAs, including Supporting Actor for Barry Keoghan and Supporting Actress for Kerry Condon. Lead acting honors went to Cate Blanchett for Tar and Austin Butler for Elvis, which also received Costume Design and Makeup and Hair Awards.
I'm not your husband. I'm another version of him from another universe.
Everything Everywhere All at Once received just 1 BAFTA honor for editing, but the night before, it was the big winner at the Directors Guild of America Awards. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, known collectively as Daniels, took top honors, Outstanding Directorial Achievement in Theatrical Feature Film. The DGA winner has gone on to win the Best Director Oscar 67 times in the last 75 years. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And you.
A pup with the cutest ears and the personality to match? Sign us up. Meet our new pet of the week, Tyso. This gorgeous dog is ready to go on all the adventures with you and make the best hiking buddy. He loves running around outside and is an avid water dog. He'd love to meet you and go home with you this week. Tyso is 3 years old, neutered, vaccinated, and microchipped. He's heartworm negative, and his adoption fee is just $25. You can apply for him on the Lee County Humane Society website. Help Tyso find a home before his 1-year shelterversary. We're out of time, but for more Auburn news, head over to our website, eagleeyeauburn.com, and check out our social media pages. I'm Kelis McGhee.
And I'm Maddie Larkin. Thank you for watching, and War Eagle.